Hi, today I have a message called I am awake to what is awake. Every disturbing thought is an opportunity to see through the veil. When you feel the contraction of disturbance, it is lying to you about everything to which you are connected eternally. Behind the veil upon which you project lies of separation, here is the togetherness that is the truth. Here is the source of all peace, beauty, and rest. As you recognize the always here presence of peace, beauty, and rest, it gets a little bit easier not to wander away again. As you refuse to wander away from peace, beauty, and rest, you begin to see them more easily within everyone and everything. When you run into a misapprehension, you can find your willingness to have the sight of it corrected. We used this word misapprehension because its etymology is a pointer toward mistaken grasping or seizing by the mind. If you pick something up by mistake, you can put it down. When you misapprehend, you are running into a mistaken idea about someone or something, and you can feel the contraction or tension of that. It is only a mistake, and it can always be corrected. When you misapprehend, you have misidentified yourself, and therefore everything else you see as separate. A misidentification can be corrected. When you misapprehend, you have arrested the wrong criminal. The ego guides you toward blaming some separate thing or one in your perception for a wrongdoing or deficiency. And meanwhile, shining behind all things seen as separate is the light reminding you that you are all joined and there has never been any separation. Blame depends on the perception of separation. How can I see this in a way that doesn't punish anyone? This is what you can ask when you feel the least disquiet, and you will be answered. When you learn to ask consistently to see what is real, which is what you are, is always here to show you through the experience. If your experience now can be nothing but the benign presence of all showing you the safety and joy that have always been here, then there is nothing to fear. I'd like to see what is behind this. Here is another way to reverse misapprehension. The changeless is always the safe and loving reality of what is truly here. Invite its influence into your experience, and its steady and sane presence beam back at you from everyone and everything. It's okay to allow everyone and everything to become safe. The ego tells you that you must identify and avoid danger. Spirit shows you through experience what is truly here. I am awake to what is awake within everyone and everything. Here is a way to reorient. What is vibrantly alive and awake within you and everyone and everything, regardless of any surfaces observed. Acknowledge this awakeness and this innocent aliveness, this joined and shared energy, and how any surface appears means less and less. The source of your happiness is always safe within what is alive and awake within everyone and everything. Seek what is vibrantly awake beyond every surface, and wake up to yourself. We hold your hand, we walk with you, and it is our joy to serve as we bask in your light. We would not have any light if you didn't have yours. We just help you remember. Thanks for listening.